Hey everybody, welcome to my shop. Come on in. Alrighty, time to cut the male part. I just took out some material with an end mill. No big deal. Get rid of it. So now we're going to start chewing away and cutting that inside dovetail on each side. Slow and easy. Alright, I just finished cutting it. Just deburred it. Let's see if they'll fit, or if I'm gonna have to massage it a little bit. Ha! We're so close. Let me see here. Oh, she almost wants to go. Looks like I'm gonna have to come in just a smidgen more. Alright. Alright, after a few more passes, take a couple thou off this side, take a couple thou off that side, and some deburring. We are in there. Got a really good fit. I think I still got a couple burrs. Actually, it's probably right there at the end. But sweet. Happy to have that done. Let's get her over to, I guess, the lathe and start figuring out where we need to put her holes. So here's a better look at the dovetail. I think she came out really good. I'm tickled with her. As you can see, we stayed on center for both parts. I mean, can't even feel high or low, so they're right on. That's good. And there's the dovetail, better look. No real movement. I mean, I can try to twist her and get barely a little bit of rock, but I mean, you got to have a little bit of clearance so she slides, you know. So try to deburr her. We're good to go. So I am tickled. This came out pretty good. Only cost me one cutter. All right. So sweet. Now I just got to figure out. I don't know if there's an advantage to, you know, drilling this one or drilling this one. I don't know if the, you know, one is better than the other to you know, put a couple screws in it. So I will just see what I decide. Let me move you back over to the lathe. So she's 1/4-20. I just cleaned the threads and I ran a couple of you know, 1/4-20 bolts. Got my measurements from outer to outer. Then of course then you subtract the diameter of one, and that'll give you the center of each hole. And like I said, I'm not sure it was better to put the male end or put the female end on. I'm kind of leaning towards the female end only because if we got to drill 1/4-20 through here is not a problem, but you know, coming through this, I guess, neck, if you want to call it, she's going to be protruding there, and I don't know if they're going to want to catch or not, you know, as it slides. So I think what we'll do is we'll do the female and get her bolted up. So it's time to drill the holes and countersink them. And let me see if I can get you in. Right there, that's where I buried the first dovetail cutter and broke it. Well, it looks like I'm gonna get a little bit of redemption here, because looks like we're gonna be drilling that kind of right there. So I'm gonna drill the hole and countersink it. It's gonna take a lot of that screw up. So hey, that's a win. So to countersink it, I've got a 7/16 nice 2-flute high-speed steel made in the USA end mill. So we'll use this to make room for the head. All right, easy enough. Yeah, I know I used a end mill in the drill chuck, but it was just easier. It's in aluminum and we're not doing a whole bunch of hard milling, so it'll work. I'm gonna go over here and knock this other one out off camera, and then you gotta deburr it and try it out. So it's time to get back on this project. You saw in my previous video I had to fix my John Deere riding lawnmower there. So we got it mounted, came out nice, slides good. So now all I got to do is basically mount this to here. So now that'll hit the indicator. So I think I'm probably going to do is just mill a slot here so it'll mount to the back. Maybe pin it or screw it, not sure yet. And that should work good to cover the range of travel. And I picked up a couple of these nylon thumb screws. Easier to buy them. I got a pack of 4 for like $4.91, and take a whole bunch of time trying to make 1 or 2 of these on the lathe. So I'm thinking we may require 2. I don't think 1 is going to be enough unless I can offset it, because if you get out here, she's not going to make contact, and if we pull her way in here, we'll be pushing it. So what we may have to do is put like 1 thumb screw here and then 1 thumb screw here, and then depending on the position where we're going to tighten it. So let's I guess get over to the mill and just buzz some of this material out. We got to clean these edges up, probably cut it short, probably make a nice radius, and get to going. So over to the mill. Doubt you can see that from the position you're at, but we're at 300 and about 10 thou deep. I need to go 340, so I got to take another 30 off. Yeah, that's right, guys. It's raining again. This is day 2. It rained all day yesterday, and now it's raining again today. I got about 3/4 of an inch. Just a nice, good soaking rain. Perfect. Get the yard all softened up so I can aerate it and seed it and fertilize it. So the rain is welcome, but yeah, it's here. Not sure if you guys are going to be able to see that, but so the piece is done. Deburred. We're shooting for 340. And she is like 340, almost 341, so not too shabby. So, because we can't have it interfere with the dovetail. So, let's see if I can hold her so she's in the camera. So, it's just below it by a few thou, so that's going to work out perfect. All we need to do is, drill and tap a hole, get this fastened. And let's see, we need 491 in. There we go. And 170. Let me move you guys because the table's moving. 170. And walk the table. All right, let's drill a hole. Well, I decided to go with just a single 1024 instead of trying to do 2 holes like for an 832 or something. I think this should be plenty strong. Plus, you know, this has got this shoulder going against it, so shouldn't move. This is my setup. Just spotted it. Transfer punch from this hole to there. So I got a number 25. Drill the hole and we'll tap our 1024. Having to have to start her by hand. Can't use the tap follower because I don't have enough knee travel. The knee is bottomed out right now. I think we're good. Kaduki is just running a bottoming tap now. This nice little Starrett tap wrench. I think this is a 174. She's a cutie, I'll tell you what. Feels good in the hands. You get a good feel so you don't hopefully twist a tap, you know. Let's see how we did. Hopefully we did a good job and we're on the money. Oh yeah, sweet, nice and solid. Of course there's not that much pressure from a DTI, but there's no wiggle at all. She's locked down good. All right, excellent. All right, so I just drilled and tapped these holes off camera, and I decided just to go about 3/4 in on each side. That way it gives me the extreme travel for you know, both directions, so I can take it all the way to here, lock her down, and bring her all the way in. So say if I bring the compound all the way up, we got something big, so I can adjust it. Hopefully you guys can see the dial there. I'm gonna get my big arm out of the way, so then I can just kind of walk her down, and now I can go from there and know my measurements. So I think this is gonna work out pretty good. Only thing I wish I'd done is maybe made this thing a little bit taller. It catches it, you know, about 7/8 of the end on that DTI, but you know, it'll work. And then also I just did 45s on the end here, cleaned it up. I was going to take it over to the belt sander, but I got like a 40 grit on the belt sander right now, and that would have just chewed it up, made it look horrible. So sweet. I think all in all this should work pretty good. I think it'll be a good addition to the Monarch. Well, I think that's going to be a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed the project. If you like this kind of stuff, you know, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't subscribed. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next video. See ya.